welcome to my vlog. I just felt like throwing one out there. I just really felt called to do one and just film some things. So I thought I'm just gonna do it. So this is my vlog. I think it's spread out across like a couple of days, so it is a bit random. I haven't edited it together yet, but just thinking about what's in there, I'm like, it's a little bit random. And I thought I'd give you an update because if you only see my YouTube, then you won't know what's going on because I'm in a totally different place. But my husband and I moved in July. We moved house in July, so we sold our terrace house in Margate and moved to a village near Canterbury and absolutely love it. I really love village life. Like, I really wanted to get away from the seaside. I'm not a seaside person. Really wanted to get away from the seaside, and I just fell in love with the countryside, which I never thought I'd say, but we got a car towards the beginning of like a year and a half ago, I think, and started exploring more of Kent and just like fell in love with the Kent countryside, and so decided to make the move, and just we're both so happy that we did. Like, the house, there is so much to do, and I've kind of renovated I've like put a plaster over some of the rooms. So like I've done some like just silly things. Like I painted the whole kitchen pink, and I've obviously painted the living room bright blue. Just because I thought, why not just have some fun with it while we're waiting to actually renovate the rooms properly. There's one room which is almost finished, which is going to be my office. And my brother's actually coming this weekend to finish that off. So that's going to be really exciting. But yeah, there is a lot to do. It's a big, in comparison to our old house, which was sort of, looking back now, that was more decorating and we moved the kitchen around. But looking back on that now, that just seems so easy in comparison to what we have to do here. Like, we have to knock down an old 70s extension, which is just not fit for purpose. And it needs rewiring, it needs new heating system, all new radiators. We've got some asbestos tiles, so like anything that you can think of needs redoing, which is good in a way because I'm really grateful that we haven't like had to uncover loads of like, the house is pretty much left as it was. It was built in the end of the 60s, so the house was pretty much left as it was, which is quite good because then we're not like uncovering stuff that's been botched jobs over the year. And it was a really lovely family home, and it's got a really nice feeling to it. So we're hoping that we can carry that on and yeah, make it like a really nice home for like us three, like me, George and Sunday. But yeah, we really love it here. We've got a nice view of the lake from the garden, which is gorgeous. There's a lake behind us, and I've never known anything like it when we moved into the village. Like, all the neighbours came over and invited us to their houses, and we've been for cups of teas like around everyone's house, and like met people that have lived in the village for like 70 years. So it's an incredible place. Like, the community is amazing, and it's so warm, and it's just like exactly what you'd imagine. I feel like we fast forwarded our lives a little bit, and we like jumped to, it's a bungalow, so jumped to like living in a bungalow, but we're just so excited about the plans. We've had meetings with an architect so we can put in planning permission because we're in a conservation area, and there's just so much. I mean, there's so much to tell you and so much to fill you in on. But yeah, I just wanted to say that that's why everything looks different, because it is different, because we moved to a new part of the world and kind of a new part of Kent, and we've moved into a bungalow and we sold our house. So I think for me as well, I really love living closer to Canterbury. I like that we're in the countryside, but then we're also nearer a city. And I just think that Canterbury is so pretty, and I just, every time I go in, I'm like, I can't believe I live here. It's awesome. So I think that's like everything I have to update you on for now. I don't think since the last time I vlogged, I don't think we were married, but we got married, and that was really fun. We had a really small wedding, and looking back, maybe I could do a video on this. Looking back, I think I'd do it even smaller again if I had my time again. But yeah, had a really small wedding and moved house, and that's all. So I hope you enjoyed the vlog, and I'll be back at the end with some, because it's not been very fashiony, this one. I think I mentioned this, but it's been really cold, so I've kind of just been wearing the same thing. But I'll be back at the end with some of my like favourite things, just a few fashion favourites and bits that I picked up recently because I want to show you them, and I hope you enjoy. So yeah, bye. I'm just on a walk with Sunday, and we're just going around the marshes by where I live. I'm very, very pink today. Got my wellies on. Had a lovely evening last night at my friend's house. We had a birthday. We had a birthday. She had a birthday. Oh my gosh. It's very watery. She had a birthday and went round to her house for a meal. It was really nice. Nice to do that in January rather than, I feel like, going out to a restaurant. Just a bit cozier, very sweet. Yeah, and I'm on a walk. I thought I'd get out early today. It's chilly, but it's not windy, which I really love. I think one of the things that I've noticed since moving from Margate is just the difference in the weather. Like, I couldn't cope with the wind there, and like the cold is just so different, and I'm really starting to enjoy winter again and enjoy getting outside and doing nice little walks. Feels really lovely. But I hope you're well. I'm just listening to a podcast, the Turning 30 podcast, which I really enjoy listening to. It's by a coach called Emma, and she's talking about stepping into a future you. So I'm kind of listening to that and doing some self-reflection, especially because it's January. But my intentions for this year are definitely to just try and go with my body and the seasons a little bit more. And I mean, I'm always against this sort of hustle culture. I just think it's so toxic. So yeah, just trying to, I feel like there's this big push to be like new year, new you. But I kind of just think it's winter. We're meant to be hibernating. We're meant to feel like we don't want to go out. And so I'm just trying to balance my calendar a bit more, because obviously I need social interaction and I love seeing my friends and stuff, but just like being a bit more mindful when I'm booking things in, changing things around when I can, and just setting that intention for the year as I go ahead. Because I know like December's really busy, the summer gets really busy, and I just think I can hear the train. Why not make it a good excuse to just
hibernate and rest as much as you can. So I hope you're able to rest as well. I hope that you'll be able to find some time to relax and take the pressure off, because I just think that's so important. And I think my life really changed when I started doing that. My mental health really changed when I started doing that. And even though obviously not every day I wake up being like, best day ever, I can feel like I can step back from my emotions a little bit more than I used to be able to. I used to feel like the emotion, I was in it and it was me. Whereas now I'm just like, that's something I'm feeling. Let's try and get to the bottom of it. Let's remove myself away from this, and I managed to get over it quicker. God, my mouth feels dry. Yes, I think we'll do about an hour this morning and then head back, and I'm going to watch some vlogs at home, which is my favourite thing to do, and probably have a hot chocolate.
I'm finishing off the wallpaper in my room today. So before Christmas I started it, got majority of it done, but then I underestimated the amount of wallpaper that I'd actually need to do the room. Part of it isn't being wallpapered anyway because there's going to be wardrobes there, but I still need to do, it's mainly around the windowsill, and there's some like not exciting cuts, but it'll be fine. I'm kind of procrastinating, but it's such a lovely day, so it's nice to have the sun shining while I'm doing it. And I'm really excited to get it finished, because then on Wednesday we're getting our flooring done in here, and then that means that the only thing left to do in this room is the wardrobes, skirting board, and have the door on. Basically all the woodwork is left to do. Oh, and put the radiator on the wall. So we're kind of almost there, but kind of almost not as well. But it's going to feel a whole lot different when the floor goes down, and then I think it's going to be my office eventually, but I think we'll actually sleep in here, because it's not very nice where we're sleeping at the moment, in the little room. So yeah, I'm going to sacrifice my office for a bedroom for a little bit. I think we're going to end up sleeping in every single room in the house at some point or another, just because of the way it's being developed. And who knows when everything will eventually be in its right place. Yeah, so as you can see here, the wallpaper hasn't been done there, so I need to do that one strip there as well. And then that pink bit at the back will be fitted wardrobes. I'm just driving into Margate today. I feel like this is the first time I've worn makeup in ages, and I don't even recognise myself. It's been a very humble start to January, which has been lovely. Yeah, I'm meeting a friend for coffee and then possibly working at my friend's studio today. I've got lots to be getting on with, some editing for Harvey Maria and Blinds to Go. So I'm really looking forward to that, and I've really gone off coffee, you know, it's so weird. I used to be obsessed with it. I mean, I was drinking decaf, I wasn't drinking caffeine because I'm too anxious for that. So I was drinking decaf, but still. Then over Christmas, I just got really into hot chocolate. And now the thought of coffee just makes me feel a bit sick. It's just so weird. I'm drinking like more tea. Like I would never have thought I was a tea person. I was always like coffee all the way, and anyone that drinks tea over coffee is just madness. No, I'm kidding.
but yeah, I was just like, couldn't understand it. And now I think I'm a changed girl. I was having a really interesting conversation on my stories yesterday about just, I'm feeling like I go through quite a lot of changes, and I was basically reviewing my Instagram because that's my shop front, right? And I was like, it looks very scruffy. I'm not putting enough effort into my cover photos. And I just think, you know, when you just go on somewhere, you're like, okay, if I was like a customer, i.e. a brand or a PR company or something, then I would just not, I wouldn't want to buy from this shop, you know? And I think I changed quite a lot. I've changed my style quite a lot. I've changed my lifestyle quite a lot. And there's some people that just seem to be so, they're just always the same. Like, they have their aesthetic down, and I feel as if I do not. And I know we all evolve and change in some way, but to me, I feel like I evolve and change a lot more, and I feel like maybe that's confusing as an onlooker, and I don't want that to have a detrimental effect. Or maybe I just feel like I haven't found my thing yet, even though I'm 33, and I really feel like I should have found my thing by now. But sometimes it feels a bit brutal to be like, you know, and I don't think that comparison is always the best thing, and it felt a bit brutal doing it, but sometimes you do need to just be like, what's going well, what's not going so well. And I think what I kind of came to the conclusion was less is more. I'm going to just try and just niche down, not niche down, but like polish my aesthetic a bit, because I enjoy that. Like, I know people saying like, oh, it doesn't always have to look good for the camera or whatever, but like, things looking good is like part of what I enjoy. And also just trying to do less of what I enjoy. Like, I don't actually enjoy getting outfit shots while I'm out and about. I find doing outfit shots like quite difficult. So what else can I do in place of that? And I think that just comes so naturally to some people, and it doesn't come very naturally to me. And it kind of makes me feel like, I said yesterday that I don't feel like I'm very cool, and and it's like, what is cool anyway, you know? So it's not that I even think that coolness matters, but it's just a funny way when like your work is linked to yourself. And just, yeah, I guess this is kind of like what comes with that. And I also do, like, I enjoy sharing more about my life and my inner. I enjoy sharing my thoughts, and I'm not necessarily, don't feel like I'm a particularly like private person in the way that some people maybe are. I like being quite open, but yeah, hopefully on to bigger and better things is basically how I feel. I wanna challenge myself. getting tangled up in the dog lead. This feels a bit tight to talk, actually. Oh, so much going on. The weather's gone a tiny bit warmer now, so we're up to about 10 degrees, which just makes things a little bit more bearable, and I'm enjoying that. I've got quite a busy day today, so I did some work this morning, and then I thought I'd come and take Sunday out for a walk, because I haven't managed to get to the gym as much as I'd like this week. I've got something on my teeth. And yeah, so I've just been doing like a couple of longer walks with her just to, you know, get moving and clear my mind. So I've been filming some things this morning, and then I'm hoping to upload this on Sunday. That's the plan anyway. I'm not really sure what I filmed. It's quite disjointed because I started it really randomly. I just like was called, you know, had the urge. And I think because it's been so cold, it hasn't been very fashion related. Like there haven't been any great outfits in it, because you know when it's cold and you're just like, I'm just gonna wear, you just wear certain things just to keep wrapped up. So I've basically been in a puffer coat and thermals for a couple of weeks now. I just had a really long phone call with my mum, and my arm is aching from doing this. Yeah, I had a really nice phone call with my mum on the walk round, which was much longer than I thought it was going to be actually, so that took up a lot of time. And I'm listening to a good podcast. I really like, at the moment, my favourite is Best Friend Therapy, which is with Elizabeth Day and her therapist friend, who I can't remember her name right now, but yeah, that's really good. They covered like some great topics, and it's all psychology based and therapy based, which is just my favourite thing. It's like my biggest interest. So my brother is coming this weekend to do some renovation and finish off some, no, that's a lie, because he's not going to finish my room off yet because of the wardrobes, but yeah, we're going to get some more work done in my office, start on the spare room, which means hopefully we can get the plasterer booked in and the electricians booked in for that, so that'll be just amazing. So things are really going to be all go, go, go. I'm going to put you down and see you back at home because my arm is aching.
I promised you a bit of a favourite section at the end of this little vlog, mainly because I felt like I needed to tie it all in and check that there was enough content, but also because there's stuff that I just have been loving recently and wanted to like just chat about and talk about. So the first pair, that gives it away. The first thing I want to show you is I've got these shoes from ASOS actually. So I've really wanted the Prada shoes for a long time, and I remember trying them on around the time of my wedding and stuff, and I didn't go for them. And then we're renovating our house at the moment, and so I feel like expensive shoes aren't on the cards because I need to buy exciting things like radiators and stuff, which is a good problem to have. But I just found these and I thought they were kind of a bit of a dupe with the sole, but then also I felt like these are a bit like the Louis Vuitton are they like Derby shoes maybe? Yeah, they reminded me of them. So I just thought they were like £18 and I just thought they were really good dupe. And I don't have a pair of shoes that I can wear with jeans. I've been wearing jeans quite a lot recently. So I picked these up and I'm going to show you my outfit later, or a clip now. I haven't decided, but anyway. And you can see what they look like on. And I've been wearing them with like, I got a pair of weekday jeans. I think they're Voyage jeans, which I'm wearing now as well. And I've been living in these jeans. They're my favorite. They're such a good, I feel like they're not too baggy, not too skinny, not too high rise, not too low rise. They're kind of a bit of a happy medium with all of that. Second thing that I wanted to come on to is I've just finished this book called Wintering by Catherine May, and I thought it was the most beautiful book ever. I just really, really enjoyed reading it, and I think I really enjoyed reading it at this time of year as well, because it's winter now. I think that you probably could read it any time of the year, I think it's really special reading it during winter. And it's not quite what I expected it to be about. So while it does talk about some things that happen in winter and like in nature, things that happen, it also talks about her having an illness and going through that, and she's talking about that being her time to winter in her life. And I really resonated with it, and I just thought it was really magical as well. And just like, you know, when you read something and it feels like a warm hug, it felt like that. So I just can't recommend this book enough. I really like it. It's kind of like, I guess you'd say it's quite slow paced kind of book. So yeah, if you think that you might enjoy it, because I looked at it for so long and wanted to get it and then never did. And I'm so glad that I finally did. I caved and bought the Arket beanie. I tried on so many and then bought loads online and ended up returning them all because they just didn't suit me. And then I got the Arket one and I was like, yeah, it's so good. I think it's something to do with the double fold, that really thick knit and thick band that actually really suits, is what makes it look nice on, and like everyone that wears them really suits them. So I would say that this is, while it's not the cheapest for a beanie, I would say that it's worth the money. And I think with it being wool, that means that it smells nice and it's good quality and stuff. So highly recommend that beanie. A recent purchase of mine from ASOS is this faux leather, really boxy, oversized jacket. I went up to a medium in this, so I sized up because I just wanted to make sure that it was oversized, and I do feel like it was right for me. But I just think that colour is just so gorgeous, and I mean, I haven't got that much wear out of it yet because it's been so cold, so it's not been jacket weather. But today I've like layered up and I've got some thermals on underneath so that I can wear it, because it's like 10 degrees today, so that's okay. I don't need a huge coat, and I'm not really out in the weather. I'm just like nipping in and out of places. So I'll insert a clip of me wearing that because I've got it on with this outfit. Okay, we're coming to the last pieces. I'd seen this brand online called 70 and Mochi, and they reached out and said, do you want to try some of our pieces? So I went for this rust cord, which I'm going to insert a clip of me wearing it, but I just thought this was so cool, and I really like this detail on the pockets, and the trousers are a really nice fit. I would say that they do come up quite big. I think there is room, so I think they are like, I've got a waist 27 and I could probably have got a waist 26, but yeah, so bear that in mind, that they probably are like true to size, or if you're in between sizes, downsize. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I thought this rust colour was really nice. I don't have anything like this in my wardrobe, and paired with the little gilet, it makes a really nice sort of vintage inspired outfit. And the last thing I want to show you is this little bag from Accessorize. So they sent me this before Christmas, and I just think there's something about holding the handle feels really comforting because it's padded, and it fits actually quite a lot in it. And I think it's always nice to like just add a bit of sparkle to your outfit. Like, I'm going to the cinema this evening, and while my outfit's quite plain, I think it's quite nice to just like bring this bag along for the evening. And yeah, like I said, fits like everything I need in it. Like, I've got my headphones and keys, purse, some lip balm in there, which wouldn't go amiss right now, I don't think. So yeah, I thought that was really lovely, and I've just been using it non-stop, so I just thought I had to mention it. But that's everything for this section, and for the rest of the vlog I'm going to tie it up here. But thank you so much for watching, and if you've not seen this before, then like and subscribe if you're new. And yeah, let me know in the comments if there's anything that you have any more questions about anything, because I know I've kind of like skimmed over quite a lot of stuff in this video. But yeah, if there's anything that you want me to go into more detail about, then please do let me know, and have a great week. See you soon. Bye.